Hello everyone, I'm back to House 2. Again, having fun with... I don't know, I think probably sounds okay. Dutch speakers out there, I sound like I speak Dutch, right? Okay, so we're about to crack open our third planet here. Which I believe we're still just doing second age. What's the new stuff we unlocked anyway? Level? Right, so... We already had upgrade patches in 2-star Biotica last game. Now we have the planet shop where we can buy Eon, buy draft charges, border boosters, micros, and upgrade charges. Oh, and emblems, yeah. When a city gets enough population, it gets some emblem, and we have micros. That I don't know if we only buy them from the shop or if we can get them some other way. Who knows? Well, let's get started. And, we had a couple new things to start with, right? So the Pirate Queen, we had one last game, but she wasn't our starter. What is this? Biotica gain extra golden mysteries if adjacent to fish or predators. Sure. The Huntress is the other new one, right? Yeah. Extra... Herbivores gain double food if there's exactly 2 of them in the biome. Well, I don't like that because I don't want to put 2 of something in a biome because you don't get biodiversity points for it. I'm sure like double food is worth a lot. Sometimes. I don't really know like what era, is era the right word? What era goals we're going to try to go for? Like, we've done Iron Age. We never ended up doing Age of Philosophers. We could take an inventor into that. Or maybe take, like, the goddess into Monument Age? No, we finished... No, Monument... I don't remember. I think it was Monument Age that we got only 2 stars in, and then we extended it to the Merchant Age and got 3 stars in that. So, I don't know. I'll just take an inventor and try for philosophy. And... we still just have Rock and Ocean, and I will take Swamp again, because this is great at making science. The problem is last time I took this, and then I switched to an era that was like, oh, you don't want science. So let's try to commit to this a little bit more this time. And I feel like pretty soon I should switch to Titanic difficulty. I don't know. Because it seems like all of the unlocks are just like strictly positive for you. Like, you have more choice of which things to do. You get access to more powers that you just didn't have. It's not like they're unlocking more challenges as well. The game is just getting easier as you practice it. Which... I think is a big shortfall that a lot of unlock-based games have, is the better you get at the game, the easier the game makes itself. So you're like, you have the opposite of the difficulty curve you want. It never challenges you. So, I don't know. I mean, I haven't even played Era 3. Maybe this is all just baby mode stuff, and I shouldn't worry about balancing until I get to the real game, which is Era 3 or something like that. But... I don't know. Okay, so here's this inventor. He wants to settle somewhere. We're obviously going to give him a dang old rainforest. Because he loves science. Here you go. Have a nice little rainforest, buddy. Why don't we settle right in the middle of it? Faster, please. Okay. Eastward. He wants some technology. So none of the animals have technology, do they? No. But, okay, I should note, there's some new stuff here. Micros menu. What? Okay, so, alright, what's this in the shop? Oh, and I looked around on the Discord. I don't think I asked, I just searched for it and found the answer. The the stuff in the planet shop costs these resources, but it doesn't take away your prosperity points. So these are just like, every time a city's population goes up by 1, it gives you a token that you can spend as, like, a population token that you can spend in the shop. So it's not like you're taking away from your score or anything to buy this stuff. You just have resources lying around that I haven't been allowed to use before, and I will be allowed to use this game. So we could buy an extra turn with a huge, like, this is a huge investment. And I mean, this is too, obviously, even more so. But over the course of a full game, you could easily buy, like, I don't know, 3 of these, 4 if you wanted to. You can buy micro charges. I don't know if you ever get these as a reward for completing requests, or if you get them only by purchasing them. By the way, I should say that I'm not upset that they didn't give me access to all this stuff in the first game. During those games, was saying, boy, I'm glad they're hiding this stuff from me, because I've got enough to worry about. I don't know, it just feels like... you should be playing on a mode that is, at the beginning of, like, when you don't have stuff unlocked, you should be playing a mode that also has lower goals for you, to compensate for the fact that you don't have access to all the tools you should have. Maybe that is the case. Maybe, like, the less stuff you have unlocked, the less people want out of their arrows, but I doubt it. Anyway, so... I don't know what the deal is with micros yet, but... the Swamp Giant has... redraw all micros. Don't know what that means. And when you use the Swamp Giant, 1 micro will always be Ghost Fungus. 7% Curios for each distinct tag on an adjacent animal. So, a micro is like an enhancement you can apply to a Biotica. A specific instance of it. Like, if I put some bananas here or something, I could then say, oh, they have Ghost Fungus. And the banana would make more science for adjacent animal tags. So I don't really know what it means, redraw all micros. Using the, so like, redraw as in like, you have like a hand size of how many micros you're allowed to have or something? I don't understand. But somehow when I click this button, if I had the charges for it, I would get at least 1 case of sphagnum moss, plus 12 food for each adjacent critter or fish. Seems decent. And here it's the same thing, but plus 50% gold if you're not adjacent to a plant. This can only upgrade minerals, so I assume this can upgrade anything. And this can upgrade anything. So okay. For some reason this guy's thing can only... What? Okay. This looks like a button, but you can't click it. So I don't know what the deal is with micros yet. At some point I could buy some, and I don't totally understand how that would work. But so we want to make science. What science do we have access to in the rainforest? We have stone, and we have some trees. So this Ramon tree, as I recall, wants to be next to minerals or something? Or there's a mineral that wants to be next to it? Yeah, so stone wants to be next to Ramon tree. That's fine, let's do that. That should be enough, I think, to get us to level 3 and satisfy him. Indeed. Oh Gosh, emblems. Okay, what the heck is this? So if population gets to 8, we get an emblem. The inventor emblem will grant an inventor emblem 1 star. You'll receive the lower level ones before you receive the 2-star emblem. Okay, not sure what that's all about. So an emblem, as I understand it, is similar to a micro in that you can attach it to a biotica. But you get them by making towns have higher population instead of by buying them in the draft shop. So the emblem here is 5 extra science for each 5% extra science, curios, for each distinct biotica within borders. Cool. Inventor Village just wants even more science. Fine. The miner is very interested in science from minerals, huh? Sure. Did I end up giving the miner a bunch of gold for some reason? I feel like the miner wanted gold last time. I don't know. Call the miner. Well, should I have... I have a draft already. Let's go rainforest. We want this guy to be happy, right? We have the Gumbo Limbo again. Scarlet Macaw we unlocked, I think, last game. A Squirrel Monkey would be 20 curios and 20 gold if we just plopped it down next to the 2 things we already have. It's kind of decent, right? But the Gumbo Limbo could make a ton of science eventually. And that's what this guy wants. Furthermore, we would get Flint, which is also a ton. Yeah, we'll take Gumbo Limbo again. I gotta change my text size so that the button appears. I should complain a bit this on the Discord, although probably someone already has. I'm sure they're very busy. I mean, this is like, what, my 6th video, so it's coming out almost a week after the game came out, but I'm recording these all in pretty quick succession. Like, this is only day 2 for me, so they're still busy with like everything just released, I'm sure. So Miner wants a lot of technology and some minerals. Could we put him in a rainforest as well, or... Because we have a bunch of science minerals, and that's what he really wants, right? Whereas if I look in the desert, I mean, all my minerals are gold. Redstone makes some, but... Yeah, I think let's just, oh, they want to know what to focus on, of course. Woodcutter looks good. We should have plenty of trees, I assume. Well, so Toolsmith, I now recognize it. Hang on. Toolsmith says mineral. There was one, last game I thought it had said mineral, but I looked at it and it said metal. And maybe that was a bug with, like, when Toolsmith became locked as we moved into Era 2. Or Era 1 or something. It started displaying outdated text, but it didn't matter because I had already achieved it. Maybe I'll check, I don't know. But this time, at least, we do, well... These are all elements, but none of them are metals. So they're all minerals. Most of them are elements. And none of them are metals. So Toolsmith shouldn't actually do anything. I don't think I have a lot of undergrowth, right? I should have looked at these requests before I took my draft. And none of this is undergrowth. So it seems as though the only reasonable choice is woodcutter. And it won't be that hard to get some value. already have one tree, and I could just plonk another one down. Right, like this old Gumbo Limbo tree would be a bunch of science, for example. But we should work on this guy first. I think I will just extend out the rainforest for him, or maybe... Oh, oops, not like that. Like, extend the rainforest a bit. But also give him some desert to play with. Okay. Apparently you can't have them both play stuff at the same time. Well, wait, but I just said that in deserts I don't have any way to get curios from minerals except this redstone, which isn't even all that good. So maybe I should have a look at what I can do with ocean minerals? No, this all sucks too. Like, we can get a little. Tab. I'm just trying to get the hang of keyboard shortcuts. We'll just make all this rainforest for now, and we'll figure out when we draft something whether we want to give them some ocean or some desert to play with. Just go over here, make sure there's plenty of room between the two of you. I think I will just throw down a Gumbo Limbo tree here, because they're gonna love that, right? Are they gonna love it enough to get to level 10? No. Not all by itself. You guys are expanding borders? Yeah, okay. The inventor's inventing something. Of course he is. What would you say it is? Yeah, looks like 7 technology. What have you invented? Show me. Simple tools or some garbage like that? Ah, cubes! Yay! Hammers! They invented primitive tools. Okay, fine. Well, that's one more technology. So we're not that far from hitting level 2 if I wanted. But it's important to get extra settlements down, or cities in round 1. Because that's the main, as far as I know, that's the main thing that gives you extra eons, is more settlements. Now there is a downside to making these all one big rainforest, which is that they share biodiversity amounts. Right? And that could be a plus. You could put down like a new thing over here and it would make these guys even happier. Maybe that is what... Well... Well, I mean, certainly I could put a flint over here, right? No, still having a little... Not totally used to stuff. I want to switch to giant number 1, which I have to do with tab, not by pressing 1. Because this way I can work on this town, and this town will get kind of benefits on the side, right? From just the extra biodiversity, the Gumbo Limbo tree will become more powerful. So maybe I could get them to 10 while just working on this, right? That would be my dream. But probably not. This would be a bunch of food. It isn't, you know, what the miner is dying for. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, if I put down more stone, yeah, it's great science, but it's not helping biodiversity over there. And I could put down a papaya tree, but like nobody really wants one. Oh, a Ramon tree comes with extra biodiversity, so it actually is just desirable to put one down. Nice. So these guys are now satisfied. You're still not quite there, right? But if we give you another tree, you're gonna get yoked, right? Are you guys not? I thought you were... Ah, you want another mineral, I see. Okay, fine. Well, have some amethyst, and we'll put an animal around here somewhere, someday. Doesn't one of these want to be near an animal? No, but something else I have does. A tree, right? Nope. It's just the amethyst. But the pit viper wants to be next to a critter someday. So maybe I should put, like, the critter over here. Which means I would put the amethyst here. That's good for more biodiversity, so I guess we finished the Inventor Village as well? No, it doesn't look that way. It said we did it and had an arrow pointing here, but it was actually these other guys. I knew I was satisfying them, but I thought I might have gotten the Inventors on the Solent. Why, no, they got more. Yeah, so... I mean, 8 out of 25, it's going to be a little tough to get all the way there just by putting down more biodiversity in the same biome. Here's a question. So this... Because you already have Gumbo Limbo on the planet, not just this biome, the biodiversity cost is increased from the original 2 to 4. So does it go up by 2s always, or by 2s because the cost for this is 2? I think it's by 2s always, because when I was putting down the second Gila monster, it surprisingly cost me 6 instead of 4, I think, in the last world. Okay, cool. So, you guys... Shouldn't you be asking for my input about what you should build? I don't know. This is the miner's bonus, right? But this is everywhere on the planet, I think. Ah! That's true. I'm actually, by putting down an extra stone and Ramon tree here, I'm actually reducing the output of the inventor's science stuff. It's a small bummer. Okay. Huh. Just out of curiosity, if I put an ocean down here, how would everyone feel? You'd go from 191 to 132. You just, like, lose a little science, and you don't care. So for now, evidently, the rainforest is better. Just checking. The single biome is better. Also noteworthy, I suppose, is that I have 11 technology. So I could buy some of this stuff. Another draft, even, if I wanted. Or, like, try out some micros and maybe a border booster. I assume micros... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know which one I want most. Before I draft, let's see who's available. So the Huntress... So I get the idea... I'm only now realizing, like... The spirit that you start your world with affects the whole world, not just his town. I figured that out already. I'm now realizing... Like, each of the spirits has some other little effect. And what I hadn't noticed was that for all the spirits, the effect is just like what Mystery does. Mystery is like a wild card that's focused on your leader's stuff, right? The Huntress gets food for Mystery. This guy gets curios and food for each Mystery. Well... What the hell? Why are you so much better, dude? You just get free science. And, I mean, there are downsides, right? I assume, like, you know, some things the Sage is... Like, the Sage is going to ask for a ton of food, whereas the Huntress would ask for food and gold, I guess. And I don't have a forest. I have a rainforest, which is not so good at making food, it seems. Rainforests are about science, but I just don't have to. Well, I don't have to put these guys in the rainforest. But the important thing is I can't put them in the forest. I don't have one, so I should take someone who I can make happy in another biome. Which I'm thinking is like I should put the Huntress in like a coastal desert sort of thing, because you can get a bunch of food from the ocean and a bunch of gold from the desert, I guess. Oh, I guess also, once I saw those two, before I committed to one, I should have looked at my drafts. Let's go ocean first. I do love me some pearls. They're just so easy to make good. White-plumed anemone. Have we seen this one before? This wants to be near a bunch of minerals. I mean, we get coral rock. Wow, this is a ton of science output. So, I mean, none of this isn't good for the goddess. But if we're gonna go philosopher route, I should maybe just take this and put an ocean next to one of my other towns, right? The miner's town, I imagine? Because there's all these minerals, right? Like, we could get so much science if we did that. If I put, like, ocean to here, or, well, extend the rainforest this far, maybe, so I can plonk a couple minerals in. Then ocean like this, and put something here that wants to be next to a bunch of distinct minerals. Put like ocean minerals here, rainforest minerals here. It's unfortunate that they chose to expand. Well, I made them expand this way, I guess. If they'd gone this way... Oh, wait. Well, I guess what's unfortunate is that I built this stuff, this amethyst over here, and this flint. It would be better if I had, like, gone this way now, because I want to put an ocean here. What else could we do that would be reasonable? I mean, pearls would be great for the Huntress, no question there. And tuna would be fine for her, too. I'm just like, I love the idea. Like, this just makes so much science. And that's what we're trying to do. And also, it likes minerals. So that's the other thing, I guess, is I could put it over here next to the inventor instead. And he would enjoy it, I'm sure. Oh, there's a science booster here. I didn't notice that. Maybe I shouldn't have done things quite... Like, I should have moved the Gumbo Limbo over here, maybe? It doesn't need to be adjacent to anything. Maybe they didn't have these borders when I was doing that, and they expanded later? I don't remember. But, like, the miner is the one who wants a bunch of specifically minerals, apparently, that make science. Is why I want to give him the white-plumed anemone. Let's just do it. Stop dithering. You're having a good time. You don't have to stress out about it. It's bad for the Huntress, but, like, tough luck, sis. She'll figure it out. Oh, right. Actually, it already extended this way, so I can... Okay, I forgot. I can just... say to put some motion here. Because now my idea would be 2 minerals here, 2 minerals here, and, like, the thing that loves minerals right here. You guys planning to expand anytime soon? No, but we'll do that in age 2. Or 1. After the prologue. And I guess the other side of this ocean is going to be the Huntress, next to, I guess, a desert. So actually, let's extend it a bit more. Ooh, it's a pretty wide ocean, huh? Not much more room for you, but you can extend this way. You'll be fine. Can you guys just settle here? Long walk. Sent her literally halfway around the world, it looks like. Alright, she extended into the ocean, which is fine. I think we just want a herring, right? She wants animals and food. I don't really want to build a jerboa. Kelp likes to be next to fish. Red algae likes to be next to food. Herring wants to be next to sea anemone. It's also complicated. Coral rock wants to be next to animals and another coral. Do I have another coral? White-plumed anemone and the sea anemone. So the sea anemone... the sea anemone and the clownfish and the coral rock form like a triad. They want to be together. But none of it is what I want right now. which is food and animals. Well, the clownfish is an animal, I guess. So I want the clownfish to be next to... a sea anemone. I think I want the sea anemone to be there, right? Let's put the clownfish on the coast. You're the sea anemone. Oh, it's a science booster. Is that what I want? Yeah. And I haven't given her any damn food at all. She wanted some, and I was like, no, but look at all the cool combos we could build instead. Oh no, she got some food. Why? Oh, because of her mystery handling, I guess? Yes, I see. Okay. Fine. Oh, maybe I should have put the coral rock here. Whoops, this makes even more... I should have swapped these. Well, you get kind of 4 free do-overs because it only costs you 1 eon to do over something, and anything like if I spend 4 normal clicks here, I'll be done with the era. If I spend 4 like do-overs, I'll be at 16, and I'll still be able to spend 5, then 5, then 5, and I'll have 1 left, which I can spend on the full 5. So I get a do-over, and I think it's worth using one to put the coral rock here instead, actually. The sea anemone goes here. And, like, still not much food. But lots and lots of science. And now I can put the last animal down there just to meet her goal. Like a clownfish. No, wait. There's already a clownfish. A herring, I mean. Here. She should be thrilled, right? Yes. Barely thrilled. She's a normal level of elated. Exactly met her goal. Which means she's not going to tell me what she wants to build, apparently. I still don't understand when they decide to do that. Can we get the inventor more excited this year? Because he wants 2 more Biotica, which I can do, and a little bit more science. So, like, surely somehow I can do that. Not with any of that stuff. Well, I mean, another Ramon tree wouldn't be terrible. Would y'all come over here now, please? Flint and stone are already there. So, if I want more science... like, more unique Biotica, I would need a new biome. Oh, there's a science booster here as well. Maybe I can just cop out and put another Ramon tree there. It increases biodiversity anyway, right? And there's a science booster. I mean, it's not the best use of a science booster. I'd rather put the Yoldi Gumbo Lumbo there. Maybe I should have done... Ah! I should do that now, right? I should move this Gumbo Limbo over here to the science booster and replace it with a Ramon tree. Actually, maybe just moving the Gumbo Limbo would be enough. And I could replace this Gumbo Limbo with something else that he doesn't exactly want, but he wouldn't hate, and it's next to... Yeah. So what can we build in here that wants to be next to some of this stuff? A parakeet. It's a critter, and it wants to be next to a tree, and it's extra biodiversity for it. So that seems cool, right? And I can move Gumbo Limbo. This is going to weaken his science by a ton, but it's about to get much more sciencey, don't you worry, friend. Oh yeah, he loves that stuff. And then we need one more unique Biotica, which I can do with my one last turn. Something that wants to be next to stuff over here, probably. Animal, if I had to guess. The snake wants to be near a critter. Yeah, it seems like that was his choice. I haven't already put down a pit viper, have I? I know I was talking about putting one down. I thought about putting one over here, and I didn't end up doing it. So that's the end of the first, well, the prologue, which is Era 0. And it got dissatisfied. Nice. Are you going to build anything cool, by the way? Or trade, maybe? What if I got you up to, anyway? What are they getting... What is going up here that is not being reflected on? Oh, it was points for completing the request, I see. Okay, so they... Yeah, they have primitive tools, but they didn't invent anything else. And they're not interested in pursuing a trade route yet. So it's like 5 to get there, I see. Okay, sure. Seems like a good start. Ah, I can choose this if I want. But I don't think I need to. Do I have much of any of this stuff? Amethyst is a gem. Flint is an element. It's pretty much what we're working with, man. The other thing he might have been happy with was minerals with the highest science. I mean, we could hope, right? 'Cause didn't we do something cool in the ocean that wanted something like that? This wants a lot of minerals, but it is not itself a mineral. So, I'm not sure about that. I mean, we can put a coral rock to get another element down, or some bedrock to get a bunch of elements. Yeah, we should tell him he wants elements. But I guess I believe this can wait until we're actually in Era 1, the next video. And you don't have any questions, right? I haven't built you a very nice town. You're subsistence level farmers, I guess. Okay, so continue. Congratulations. And we have access to Age of Philosophy, which is what I wanted to do. But that'll... Aren't there more choices than this usually? Like... Huh. Like, I know Age of Monuments is a thing, and it's not even showing up here, whereas some stuff that I haven't qualified for does show up here. So I'm not sure how it decides what's available. Alright, whatever. The one I want is here, and that's what counts. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.